Texas and the Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Thanks.
Thanks, Holly. The Sooners headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Off from the shotgun. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Third down from the gun, Manning. Fires to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Searching for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Blaylock.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll take it himself. Got him right there. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Blaylock. Got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+, I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Ware. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level. When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. We've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
Back to pass, it's Baker. Throws to the tight end. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Looking to the big tight end. The big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Finds his man on the RPO. Touchdown, Sooners! A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. To throw, Manning. Caught in the backfield. It's Bussey.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
An 8-yard pickup on the 1st down completion. Now 2nd and 2. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. A designed run for the quarterback. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I like the call. We're so close to midfield. If you don't get it, it's not the end of the world.
Do you like that they kept it on the ground and not just because it was successful?
Yeah, I think a lot of coaches tend to overthink it, and I just think you keep it on the ground, keep it simple, something you've been running since day one, and you know in short yardage situations you do really well.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Wingo. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Hart's going to spin it again. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Racing down the left side. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Oklahoma. On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Not.
Flying out to the left. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Longhorns. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Finds his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Blaylock. Driven back.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looks it in. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Ben, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. And everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's changing the play. Arch Madness. Throws for the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He's got it. At the 40, there he goes. Brings into the open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Well, it's pretty obvious. With the offense coming out in a 5-wide set, they're trying to spread the defense out and open up some lanes to throw into. And that ball came out pretty quickly from the quarterback, but once he got it to his man with all that green grass, he was off to the races. An explosive play offensively. Good use of formation there.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Moving the pocket, it's Baker. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And the defense catches a break on that one because he was open, and I think he was going to get the first down on that 3rd down. But, man, just lack of focus. Sometimes you want to run so fast when you're catching that ball, and you just lose focus for a second and drop that football to the turf.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Arch to throw. Unloads to the right. Couldn't set his feet. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Owens. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quarterback will keep it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Texas! The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Blaylock. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Baker. He unleashes a long one. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Punt is on its way. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. No room to bring it back. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Bussey. Rush right in his face. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Manning to throw. He slings it deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, pressure's coming. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. On the run, it's Blaylock, and he's brought down after a short gain. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Baker. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the try is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Arch is going to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bishop. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get 1 more snap off. Fresh set of downs going up top. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Pass to 6. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Longhorn. 3rd touchdown in the game. A 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at the Rice Owls taking on the number 21 team, the UConn Huskies. And it's Rice in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Baker. Out wide left, it's Blaylock. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Tight ends are security blankets for quarterbacks, especially in situations like that, right? You don't need a lot of yards. Just find the big fella, put it on him, get the first down.
Running inside, it's Blaylock. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but it
makes a grab and room to run. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Looking to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Blaylock. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Trying the left side. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They give it to him again. Got the first down. Crosses the 30. He's got to wait. There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Sets his feet. It's Baker. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick give. It's Bussey. Runs through a tackle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Changing the routes with his receiver. Throwing Manning. He's going for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Bussey. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Hits inside. It's Blaylock. Plows through the defense. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Baker. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces the fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Longhorns. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. And he tacks on the extra point.